We got scammed by this guy for thousands of dollars. I will be talking more about what happened, how much did he steal from who and how much and all that stuff. Also some red flags the guy had, which I feel kind of dumb and really ashamed. I didn't see that coming, even though it's kind of obvious, but more about that, guys. Also, towards the end of the video, guys, I'm going to talk about Kaiba's and Yugi's voice actor. Those guys also scammed me, and in my opinion, guys, low key, those guys are scamming all of us. Now, of course, guys, let me know your thoughts about, the Kaiba and Yugi's voice actors. Am I overreacting or am I actually kind of right? Guys, let me know your honest thoughts. If you agree or disagree, let me know. But of course, let's focus on the main, main scammer, like the actual scammer. And this guy, like I said, he scammed us for a lot of money, guys. So I'm gonna give you just a little bit more information on what happened, just so you guys know or understand why or how. Again, I want to focus on helping each other detect or protect ourselves from scammers, right? So what happened is I've been doing business with this guy for over 2 years, and all this time he's been great. Not only me, but other YouTubers and other people outside the Yu-Gi-Oh TCG, right? He also did business with Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, also some One Piece, and he was selling almost everything. This guy was partnered with a bigger YouTuber, and I just found out recently that they don't work with each other anymore. Apparently, the guy was acting weird, and now knowing what he did, that makes sense. I wish I would have known that before, but I guess it is what it is. Like I always say, guys, we live and we learn. When you work with somebody for that long, it's really hard for you to, see just small like red flags if the guy's scammer or not, right? Because you trust him. You've been doing business for so long that just for that person to be a scammer, it just doesn't cross your mind, if that makes any sense. But anyways, guys, let me tell you more. Now, me personally, guys, he scammed me with 500 bucks, and it could have been more. Now, thankfully, I guess you can say thankfully, I'm broke, okay? Otherwise, it would have been a lot more. I know he was selling stuff for really cheap, man. The price was too good to be true. With in the end, it turned out to be too good to be true. Now, that's the first flag. I guess my thought process was this guy just being super nice. Again, we've been in business for so long now. Anyways, that's the first flag. When something is too good to be true, then most of the time it's too good to be true, right? The other thing that he did towards the end of his scam is that he switched from getting paid by PayPal. He switched to getting paid by this other app called Wise, Wise, I believe. Now, Wise is legit. That's a good website or good company or whatever, right? The only problem is that once you send money to that person, if that money or that transaction is withdrawal, there's nothing you can do about that, right? That Wise company, once it's out of their account, you're pretty much out of luck. I do believe he did that on purpose, because when you do PayPal, there's ways to get your money back, especially if it's PayPal business. Another red flag, guys, is a couple of my friends, they actually complain about this guy. They complain about him taking too long to send something, or pretending to, like my guy Marco. Shout out to Marco. He almost got scammed by this guy. Thankfully, or thanks to me, he didn't. But he purchased like a mystery box from this guy, and he never sent it. He claimed that he sent it. He claimed that the tracking got lost, even though he never, gave my guy tracking number. So that was like weird, man. But again, I never thought about that. In my mind, like, whoa, the guy's being honest. Maybe post office, messed up. So yeah, that's another red flag that I should just pay attention. And you know what? Again, I feel really, really dumb. So anyways, guys, there's a couple more people that I want to focus more because they lost a lot more. Especially one person, which I'm not gonna name him. I don't know if you feel comfortable me naming him, but anyways, this guy, I believe he's got his own TCG store in Canada, and he pre-ordered over $15,000 worth of One Piece products. I'm guessing the One Piece is coming up soon. I'm not really sure, but yeah, guys, over 15,000, and of course, he's not gonna get anything in return. I'm sure there's other people that I don't know about that he scammed. He used to work with a bunch of YouTubers, so I'm hoping that I'm the only one that he got scammed between my YouTuber friends. Hopefully, right? So again, man, I would not be surprised if he scammed a lot more people. Now, one really important thing I want to tell you guys, I think it might be the most important part of this video that I want you guys to if you need to take anything away from this video, take this part, okay? This community, guys, overall, it's amazing, okay? It's just great, man. But just like any other community, there's always gonna be that one bad apple, you know? There's always gonna be that 0.1% that is bad. It happens to every single other community. Now, I feel responsible and I feel obligated, I guess, in a way, to make this video, because this might be the first and hopefully the last video I make, you know, like this. But again, I feel like it was my duty, being part of the community, to just make you guys aware. Now, this guy, the scammer, he erased or he deleted all his social media, you know, Instagram, his Facebook, his Telegram, you name it, he deleted everything. Now, that doesn't mean that he stopped scamming, right? He can always return back and, you know, with a different name or different account and do this again in the future. So I just want to keep you guys, you know, just, I guess, make you guys aware, you know, that it could happen. Now, my point was that even though this happened to me and happened to a bunch of other people, I want you guys to keep in mind that 99% of the community, it's amazing, okay? Not everybody is out there to scam you. Me personally, guys, I only had 2 bad experiences. This time and another time with another fellow YouTuber, which he's gone, and I'm not gonna talk about that, but it was pretty bad. But anyways, it happened over a year ago. With that being said, guys, thankfully for me personally, I have not had that many bad experiences. So if you guys have any pointers, any ideas or any advice on how to protect yourself from scammers, please let us know in the comments, and I can also learn from you guys. I know I sound like a broken record, but most of the community is just amazing. I don't want you guys to be discouraged, to, you know, stop making transactions or business with other, you know, people in the community, because most are just awesome. If you have any pointers, any ideas, please let us know in the comments. Another thing to point out, this guy was international. He lived in Italy. So for you to, you know, do something about it, it's just way more difficult, you know? It's a different country, different rules or laws. So you're pretty much screwed, if I'm being honest. I feel bad for the people that got scammed for $1,000. Thankfully for me, well, not thankfully, but I guess in this case, thankfully, I'm broke. Otherwise, I would have sent it a lot more money. So yeah. But of course, guys, if you have any questions or again, any tips for us to, you know, try to avoid getting scammed, please let us know in the comments. Now, let's talk about Kaiba and Yugi's voice actor. Guys, big shout out to my friend Justin. He went into an expo, I believe 2 weeks ago, and he told me that Kaiba and Yugi's voice actor were gonna be there, and he asked me if he wanted to send him some cards to be signed. So I'm like, you know what, that's a great idea. So I sent some really cool cards to be signed. Check this out. First, I sent the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Ghost Gold, Eric Straught, that's Kaiba voice actor. Beautiful card, man. Signed and the actual card. Look at that. Also, Blue Eyes Ghost Ray from Ghost of the Past 2. The original, you know, artwork, which in my opinion is the best one. And that's also signed by Kaiba. Pretty awesome. Then for Yugi, he signed Dan Green. That's Yugi's voice actor. The Dark Magician Girl. Ghost Ray from Ghost of the Past 2. And also, the Dark Magician from Ghost of the Past 1. Dan Green, Yugi. That's pretty awesome. You might be asking, why is that a scam? Check this out. I believe, guys, in my opinion, the prices they're charging, it's just ridiculous. Okay, guys, now let's look at this together. I'm gonna pop here on the screen so you guys can see. Check this out. So, autograph, $60. A coat for $25, really? Selfie, bro, 60. A combo autograph with selfie, $100. Voice recording, 75, and video shout out, $100, man. That's just ridiculous in my opinion. So because of those prices, I believe, guys, in my opinion, low key, these guys are scamming us. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments. Am I overreacting, or am I actually correct? Guys, let me know if you guys agree or disagree. And once again, guys, be aware of this guy right here. He deleted all of his social medias, but again, guys, he can always come back with a different name or different, you know, account. So, yeah, man, I mean, what else can I say? Besides, I feel horrible for the people that lost so much. And there's a lot more that I'm not aware of, I'm sure. Be safe, be aware, and I'll see you guys in the next one.